Sorel cement. Sorel cement is produced by the exothermic action of a 20% solution of magnesium chloride on a blend of magnesia obtained from calcination of magnesia obtained from brines. The equation goes as follows: 3 MgO plus MgCl2 plus 11H2 gives 3 MgO MgCl2 11H2. This is known as Sorel's cement. The resulting crystalline oxychloride 3 MgO MgCl2 11H2 contributes the cementing action to the commercial cements. The cement is hard as well as strong, but is attacked by water, which leaches out magnesium chloride. Sorel cement is mainly used as a flooring cement with an inert filler and a coloring pigment, or as a base for interior flooring such as tiles and terrazzo. It is strongly corrosive on iron pipes in contact with it. Sand and wood pulp are added as fillers. They do not reflect sound and can be made spark proof. The magnesia used may contain small amounts of calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide, or some calcium silicates, which during the setting process increases the volume changes and hence decreases strength as well as durability of the cement. The lime effect may be eliminated by adding magnesium sulfate or 10% finely divided metallic copper. This not only corrects the excessive expansion but considerably increases the water resistance, the addition and the dry and wet strength over the ordinary magnesium oxychloride cement. Roman cement. Roman cement contains considerably less free lime, that is calcium oxide, and that is why it does not disintegrate into a powder when water is added to it. In other words, it does not slake. It has a comparatively low strength which is traced to that of raw materials, that is calcareous or magnesium, which are burned at low temperatures. Roman cement is produced from calcareous or magnesium marls containing considerably more argillaceous admixtures than the raw materials used for the production of hydraulic lime. These rocks are burned at temperatures between 800 to 1000 degrees centigrade. That is at temperatures lower than the sintering temperatures of the new minerals, that is rock burning products. Just as in burning the raw materials in hydraulic lime production, here also burning induces two independent processes: dissociation of the carbonate fraction of rocks and dissociation of crystalline hydrides of the kaolinite, and formation of new minerals from these burning products. Pozzolan cement. A universal but expensive mixed cement is made which can be used to certain limits and is known as pozzolan cements. Pozzolan cements are finely ground mixtures of Portland cement clinker with hydraulic mixtures added in amounts from 20% to 50%. The hydraulic ingredients may be porous volcanic rock, which are known as pozzolanas, sedimentary minerals containing mainly the amorphous silica, that is diatomite, triply, or silica containing industrial waste materials. This cement is made by grinding 2 to 4 parts of pozzolan, that is volcanic ash, with 1 part of hydrated lime in presence of burnt clay. It is mixed with Portland cement as a cheap extender. In fact, this cement is a mixture of Portland cement, volcanic rock, burnt clay, hydrated lime. It has certain advantages over Portland cement because it evolves less heat, more resistant to sulfate shock, and has capacity to prevent leaching away of lime during hydration of cement, which increases the strength and decreases the porosity of the structure. Portland cements, into which some hydraulic additions is made in prescribed amounts are known as pozzolan Portland cements. In the manufacture of lime pozzolan cement, the main constituent of this blended cement is free common line calcium oxide, which is bonded into calcium hydrosilicate. The purpose of blending of a hydraulic addition into Portland pozzolanic cement is to bind calcium oxide, which separates in the hydrolysis of the high basic calcium silicate tricalcium silicate into low basic little soluble calcium silicate. The Portland pozzolanic cements are highly durable in conditions where concrete is exposed to the corrosive action of soft waters. It should be noted that water requirements of Portland pozzolanic cement are greater than that of Portland cement. It is especially expedient to use Portland pozzolanic cements in concrete mixes when the purpose is to reduce heat evolution from the hardening concrete and increase the waterproofness of the structure located under water within concrete bulk. The concrete of these parts of a structure is protected against the action of weathering agents such as drying, multiple freezing and thawing cycles. Since the forming texture of the hardening cement stones differ from that of Portland cement stone, the durability of concrete with the Portland pozzolanic cement as a binder is considerably less after multiple freezing and thawing cycles. It should also be noted that the frost resistance of concrete with the pozzolanic cement as binder, in which a fraction of hydraulic addition remains free and fails to be bonded with lime into calcium hydrosilicate, decreases considerably. This may happen if there is appropriate hardening of the cement is not ensured, since the concrete is permitted to dry in the course of hardening. It may also happen if the amount of the hydraulic addition used is greater than that required to ensure bonding of the lime separated during the hydrolysis of Portland cement. The third possibility where it may happen is that the hydraulic addition contains minerals and mixtures that fail to react and become chemically bonded with the products of cement hydrolysis and hydration. The engineering properties of the cement stone also depend on the temperature at which cement hydration proceeds. The optimum hardening temperature for Portland cement is close to 0 degrees centigrade, and for Portland pozzolanic and other types of Portland cement is close to 100 degrees centigrade. It follows that in placing concrete with the Portland pozzolanic cement as a binder, timely and effective curing must be ensured, and in particular watering of the placed concrete. Pozzolan cements are mainly used as special cements for making underwater and underground structures, but they cannot be used if there are large changes in their temperature. Pozzolan cements harden very slowly. Blended Portland cement. A number of concreting jobs require a cement containing fine ground mineral additions in amounts and in combinations other than practiced with the cements. Portland pozzolanic and Portland blast furnace cements are also classified as blended cements. Similarly, in the construction of water development works, use is made up of Portland sand cements, 3-component hydraulic Portland cement, Portland carbonate cements, etc. These cements are characterized by being possible to reduce their heat liberation. The resulting considerably longer setting and hardening time is easily compensated for by that the cement for concrete intended for hydraulic structures is chosen to ensure a hardening time exceeding 28 days. When used for the construction of underwater and interior parts of the structure, blended cements permit concrete placement in large blocks measuring up to thousands of cubic meters without the formation of thermal cracks. Other efficient use of blended cements is possible in the manufacture of low strength concrete for precast reinforced structures. In this case, reinforcement must be protected against atmospheric corrosion. If the strength of the manufactured concrete is higher than desired, blended cements must be used with local materials in the capacity of admixtures. The most efficient method of application of blended cements consists in the wet process, grinding of clinker together with the mineral additions directly at the concrete mixer plants. When using blended cements, it should be noted that the choice as binders is associated with the kind and amount of additions they contain, and with that conditions in which the structural concrete is to serve. Blended cement produces concretes with a lesser resistance to frost than concretes with Portland cement as the constituents. Hence, blended cement should not be used in structures intended to withstand multiple freezing and thawing cycles. For example, in highway and airfield concrete pavements. The setting time of any blended cement is also adjusted by gypsum additions.